Hey guys, Andrew from Model Flight here and welcome back for another RC update. Had a pretty exciting shipment of a mixed bag of aircraft brands come through and we'd like to take the chance to take you through some of the arrivals. Now there's some new product in here and some restock of some really popular items. So I thought we'd start off with a new product from Flex Innovations. Now this is the F100D Super Sabre. So it is a plug and play type aircraft using Flex's Aura 8 flight controller. So for those of you that are familiar with Flex, the Aura 8 is a really well tuned 3-axis gyro essentially. They give you access to different flight modes as well with different gain profiles. So all in all, Flex's stuff flies incredible and the F100D is no exception. Now, we did only get this in the Thunderbirds colorway, so unfortunately not in the camo green. Like I said, it is a plug and play. So with that flight controller, you've got two options for receiver setups, depending on the brand you have. But if you're running Spectrum, you can plug an 8010T straight into the receiver using a serial lead. Or you can use two satellite receivers straight into the flight controller. So super simple setup. Obviously need to add your transmitter with that, your battery. On the battery side of things, it is a 6-cell, 4,000 to 6,200 milliamp capacity 6-cell. So you've got pretty wide range of battery you can fit in this. Obviously the larger you go, the more flight time you get. A lovely finished aircraft, a lot of scale detail, and like all Flex aircraft, flies amazing. A restock of a really nice aircraft from Flex is the RV8. Now this does come in two color options. This is the day version. They also actually offer it in a night version fitted with LEDs, and you can get optional floats for it. So a lot of scope for this model. Now the RV is a full-size aircraft. This is a scale model down of that. I think we've done this before, and I did mention that the full-size model is a really popular kit build. So there is a lot of these home-build full-size aircraft flying around, and they have great tendencies. They're aerobatic, sporty, but also really easy to fly and really forgiving. The Flex RV8 is kind of no different. So as a plug and play, it is much very similar to the F100D. You need to supply your own receiver, batteries, and controller. Again, this is a 6S model, and again, you could power it with two Spectrum satellites or an 8010 receiver. But all in all, really nice model. Quite a simple build as well. Only going to take you maybe an hour and a half to get together, charge your batteries, and go have a bunch of fun. Another restock from Flex, and I feel like I've said they're all beautiful flying aircraft, but they truly are, and Flex Innovations aircraft are sort of just that good, is the Cessna 170. This is a big 2-meter aircraft. It does have a pretty wide range of battery choice as well. So on a 6-cell, you can prop hang it, you can do 3D aerobatics, and you can run it on a 5-cell, and then also a 4-cell. So on a 4-cell, it's much more scale, like the full-size 170. So depending on what type of flying you want to be doing, whether it's 3D aerobatics or sport scale flying, you can pick the battery to suit. With the 4-cell stuff also, it makes it a little bit more affordable in the packs. So you can really have a good time with this model, and if you ever do want to move up and do some 3D, just need to go and buy yourself a 6-cell and you have the aircraft that's very capable of doing it. It does break down in 2-piece wing. The struts are all pinned as well with clips, so really easy to fit into a normal size car. Breaks down really small and quick to set up at the field and pack up when you want to go home. Again, it is a plug and play like all the Flex models. Includes the flight controller, which is pre-tuned. Again, giving you the multiple flight modes with the gyro gain profiles on them. You will need to supply your receiver, transmitter, and then obviously a battery of your choice and a charger for that battery. But if you're looking for a beautiful aircraft that has very docile tendency but can also give you some exciting 3D flight, the Cessna 170 would definitely be one to take a look at. A new release from Prime RC and a really exciting entry-level model is the F38 Hornet. Now this does come in a plug-and-play version. Super affordable aircraft, nice and simple as well. So prop driven on the front, electric motor pre-installed, ESC pre-installed, servos pre-installed. You will need to add a receiver, a battery, transmitter, and a charger for your battery. On the battery side of things, it takes a 3-cell 2200, so probably the most common battery in sort of foam aircraft of this size. Almost everything runs a 3S 2200. So you compare this with a Prime 3S 2200, which we'll chuck a link in for, make a super affordable pack. Only needs a 4-channel receiver as well, so something like a Spectrum AR410, and then pair that with a DXS, and you have a really affordable aircraft to get up and flying. We actually did a video on this one as well, so we'll put a link in for that. You can get a gauge on the performance. Quite a fast model, really nice flying, pretty aerobatic as well, loops, rolls, things like that. So all in all, really great model, great release from Prime RC, and a really affordable option for people to get into a wing or get into the world of flying. A new release from Flex is the 120cc Mamba. Now they have the Mamba in a few different size versions. This is the largest, so huge aircraft, takes a 100 to a 120cc gasoline engine, comes as an ARF, Pre-built, we wanted to add all your running gear, your servos, your receiver, transmitter, batteries, engine of course, and then put the aircraft together, which would take a few hours of assembly time. Really strong construction, laminated carbon fiber, fiberglass, balsa. So a really beautifully done aircraft, nice and light, whilst also remaining very strong. So if you're in the market for a high-end, high-performance 3D aircraft that is 2.1 meter wingspan, so a huge model as well, the Mamba 120cc might be the one for you. Now this does come in two color options. We do have both in stock. So as you can see from the video, super high performance. Essentially the only thing limiting this aircraft is your piloting skills. So you can get in, get practicing, better yourself and have a bunch of fun flying a beautiful model. We've also received a range of SebArt models back into stock. These are super popular aircraft, really high quality, well constructed, and really well respected in the world of modeling for aircraft that fly really well and are very precise and accurate. So the Miss Wind 50 is a 50 size electric model. It does come in an ARF. You will need to complete with all of your running gear, so ESC motor, battery, servos, transmitter, charger, and then assemble the aircraft. It is pre-covered though. The assembly is quite straightforward. There is instructions in the box as well. So something that's pretty much aimed at the intermediate to advanced flyer. So by the time you get to this model, chances are you probably put a few together. So a very precision aircraft. For those of you that like flying sport aerobatics, precision aerobatics, this would be a fantastic model for you. Flies beautifully and looks even better in the sky. Thanks for joining us again today, guys, for another RC update. We hope that you flyers have enjoyed the aircraft we've had a chance to show you today. Again, this is only a small snippet of the stock that we have received, so jump online, check out all the new models that we've had back into stock. As everyone really knows, we've had a bit of a shortage of stock lately, so really nice to get some of these really popular aircraft back into stock for you guys to buy, build, and enjoy. Like always, give us a like, subscribe, and we'll catch you next week.